This is the form I-864 Affidavit of Support. As I promised, I'm going to create a video. How did I fill up the form? Please note that all the information inputted right here is just an example. First thing that you need to do is to find the form I-864 at the USCIS, download this form, and then top of this portion, you can see the expiry, December 31st, 2023. You can download this and fill up the form. All right, we'll start. We're gonna start from number 1, part 1. Start here, and always remember, if you're gonna use pen, use the black, or if you're gonna type, make sure that it's black. All right, part 1. This is the basis for filing affidavit of support, and you need to put the name of the person who petitioned the applicant. So for us, it's my husband. So this is just an example. Put the petitioner's name here. Then right here, click the I am the petitioner. All right. Then scroll down at the bottom. Part 2. Information about the principal immigrant. This is the applicant, and for us it's my child. Then put the name here. Then we'll go up. Mailing address. Remember this part, mailing address, where the applicant live. So for us it's in the Philippines, where my child can get all the packet or any kind of mail notice that to be sent to him. So right now, on behalf of my child in Philippines, I'm gonna put the name of my sister here. This is just an example, and then their address where they lived at. And let's change this. This is Metro Manila. So whatever is applicable to you guys, put the right address right here, because sometimes some of them confuse this part, mailing address of the applicant. All right, where he or she lives. Okay, let's move on. Other information of the applicant again. Philippines for us. Then the date of birth, and if he or she has alien registration number, but for us, I'll just put here NA, and USA's online account number if any. So we'll just put only not applicable. And then telephone number of the applicant where they can contact, since it's a minor child. It's on behalf of my parents or my sister. Okay, next page, part number 3. Information about the immigrants you are sponsoring. So this is about the applicant. All right, I am sponsoring the principal immigrant name part 2, which is here. This part 2, this is my child or the applicant. Then just click yes. Okay, and then right here, family member 1, if there will be accompanied, but for us it's only my child, so not applicable here. I'll just put NA, and we'll go back there at the top, NA, just NA, in case just only one applicant. And moving on to the part number 3 again. At this portion, enter the total number of immigrants. So how many applicants you petition, you sponsored. So for us is 1. Okay, so if you have 2 child, then put number 2 here. Part number 4, information about you. So in this part, it's about the petitioner, the sponsor. Okay, then here is my husband, whoever is this petitioner, and then here is the mailing address of the sponsor. Then put the address right there. And then right here is your current mailing address is the same as your physical address. For us is no. So if you click yes, then you don't have to fill up anything on top, but for us it's no. So we gonna put some address right here, the physical address. Other information, domicile, where the sponsored, residence, where he or she lives. Security number right there. Then citizenship, I am a US citizen or lawful, whatever is applicable for you guys. Then the sponsors A number, if he or she has sponsor number, but for us not applicable. And since we have an online account number of USCIS, we put right here. But for you guys, if you don't have, just put the not applicable. Then armed forces, for us is no. Let's move on to the next part, number 5. Okay, here's very tricky. Eventually, since this part is it's not working for us, so what I did is I download this documents and then I print it out. And since instead of typing, I just use a pen and I write all the details right here in case of typing. So I downloaded this one and then print it out. Number 1, persons you are sponsoring in this affidavit, provide the number you entered in part 3. So how many applicants you petition, you sponsored? So for us is 1. So if you have a wife and a child, then put it right here, 2. Okay. So for us here, there's no option. I'm gonna show it to you. That's why there is a kind of black thing right there. See, it doesn't work every time I click. They said that you need to download this to Adobe Reader, but that's the reason why I just printed out this form and just use my pen and write all the details here. But right now I'm just showing you this one in case you encountered like this. You need to download this to another server. So anyway, if you don't have any kind of option, another options, just use this box and then click right here, put number 1. Okay, next, person not sponsored in this affidavit. So this is super tricky right there. So take note yourself, you need to put yourself here. Persons not sponsored in this affidavit, yourself. So put number 1. If you're currently married, enter 1 for your spouse. Okay, since we're married, then I'm gonna fill out here 1. Okay, that's automatic member of household. Number 4, if you have dependent children, enter the number here. So if you have children in your household, put right here. But for us, we put 0. If you have any other dependents, in number 5, but for us, we put 0. Number 6, if you have sponsored any other person on form I-864. So this is kind of a big questions for us before. Let's say my husband petitioned me before, then now we live together, but I just put here 0 since there's a notes on top that do not count. Wait, hold on. Oh, where am I? Go back. Okay, there's a note right there that persons you're sponsoring this affidavit, and there's note, do not count any member of your household more than once. Since I already put number 1 here, currently married, automatically put 1 for your spouse. And then at the bottom is I just put 0 right here, even though my husband petitioned me before, but I am already here. in number 1, so you don't need to repeat it right here. And automatic here in number 8, it will be calculated automatically if you're in the Adobe Reader, but for me, I'll just put here the numbers I just wrote here and total this everything from there. 1, 2, 3. Total is 3. Okay, let's go to the part number 6, sponsors, employment, and income. Here we go. So the sponsor is my husband. Let's say example, he is employed as sales executive, or he is a nurse or doctor, like that. Just put it right here, and then name of the employer. We'll go back on top, the right side. He retired, since if the sponsor is retired, just click right there and then put the date. Unemployed, put the date right there. And number 7, my current individual and annual income is this one. So in this part, wait, let's remove this box. In this part, this is just only an estimate. There's no like specific like exact amount, but try to calculate your wages, you know, from your company, if how much you are getting. If you calculate that annually, then put here the amount, just only your estimation. Okay, income you're using from any other person who was counted in your household size. All right, okay, this one, guys, I put my name right here, since we are joint with my husband. I included my income and also his income, just to make it sure that we meet the poverty guideline, the minimum amount to sponsor the applicant. Okay, then put the name of the person that you put to the household, you know, to your household size, and the relationship. So take note that you cannot enter here a person that it's not your household member. So right here it's like your sister, if you're together in the house, or your brother. You can include here if you wanted to include their income, joint sponsor. All right, and then the current income here, again, number 10, just only an estimate income for this person right here in number 1. So just estimate how much the amount of the annual income. All right, okay, person number 2, if you want to add more from your household member, you can add right here, but for us, just only me and my husband. So person number 2, I just put here NA, not applicable. Okay, let's move on to the part number 6, still the same, sponsor, employment, and income. Continued. Okay, number 20, my current annual household income, the total, you know, from the part 6, item number 7, 10, 13, 16, and 19. So when you go there, you need to total how much. Okay, let's go and check. This is an example, 85,000, right? Because top of that, from this amount that I have right here, the 35,000, and then the 50,000. So when you total that one, that will be 85,000. Okay, and number 21, I click this part. The people listed in item number 8, 11, 14, and 17 have completed form I-864A. Okay, because I need to fill up the I-864A if there's a joint sponsor of the household member. So I'm gonna click this one. I am filing along with this affidavit all necessary form I-864A completed by these people. So I am gonna click this one. So one or more of the people listed in item number 8, 11, 14, and 17 do not need to complete form I-864 because he or she is intending immigrant and has no accompanying dependents. So right there, it's not for us. I just click this number 21. And I'm gonna file also the I-864A form. Okay, don't worry, I'm gonna make a next video after this, the I-864. Then next will be this form, how I'm going to fill up this one as a joint sponsor, as a household member. Okay, let's proceed to the next, number 23rd. Have you filed a federal income tax return for each of the 3 most recent tax years? I'm gonna say yes. And then we're gonna attach a copy of transcript, you know, the from the IRS, the federal income tax return, as a supporting documents. Okay, optional. This 23 is optional. 24, this is how it looks. In this part, you just double check the transcript copy, and this is the example. And that amount there, put it right here, total income. That is your most recent total income every year. I was not required to file. If you're not required, just click this one, but for us, it's not applicable for us. We'll go on top, and it shows there optional. Okay, this is just blank for us. If you want to add the assets, you know, it's up to you, but for us, just blank. Okay, use of asset to supplement income. For us here, it's blank. Page number 6. So let's go to next page. Part 8 again, it's continued. So in this bottom, sponsor statement. This is the box that we click. I can read and understand in English. And on top of that, the interpreter, let's blank. And then here, since I am the spouse, the wife, I am the one who prepared this form, I put my name here. Whoever prepare your paper, just include here and the contact number. Then sponsor's email address. The sponsor, this is the, you know, the petitioner, that my husband number, and then his email address, sponsor's contact information. Okay, next page, still the same part, number 8, sponsor signature. So this is very important, guys. Printed out this form and I let my husband sign here with the date. Here, part 9, we don't have interpreters, NA. And then here is like empty, since it's not applicable, we don't have interpreters. Then here it prepares full name, it's my name. Whoever prepared the form, include here. It's an example. Then the mailing address right there of the preparer. Contact information. Then the email address. Let's go on top, the right side. I'm gonna say, click here, I'm not an attorney or credited representative, but have prepared this affidavit on behalf of the sponsor and with the sponsor's consent. Okay, and then I'm gonna sign here also, and then I'm gonna write the date. All right, so in this part 11, this is the last page. This is empty. I did not put anything. But if you have more information to be added here, include it right here. If you have an explanation on top, you can input some information here. For us, it's just empty. All right, okay, this is the main form for the sponsor, the petitioner. this is the one that you need to submit to the NVC. And please note that if your petitioner or the sponsored meet the requirements of the financial, especially when you check the poverty guidelines, you will see how much the amount to, to qualify to petition or to support sponsor the applicants, then you don't need to do the joint sponsor from your household member. But for us, we really need to do that. So it's easy and very simple if there's no joint sponsor, just only the petitioner. But for us guys, it's joint sponsor. And then I'm gonna make another video for the form I-864A joint sponsor as a household member. Okay, for now, that's all about the I-864 Affidavit of Support. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video. Bye-bye.